Welcome to our channel, where shadows dance and whispers linger. Tonight we bring you three bone-chilling tales of poltergeists, those unseen entities that toy with our world, moving objects in plain sight. Turn off the lights because tonight we confront the darkness. Sit back and prepare to be terrified, because tonight we're talking about poltergeists. Imagine this. A young family moves into their dream home. The house is perfect, with a white picket fence, a spacious backyard, and rooms filled with potential memories. They're filled with hope, excited to start a new chapter. Laughter fills the air as they unpack boxes, envisioning a future filled with joy and love. But this dream quickly becomes a nightmare. The house, once a symbol of their dreams, now casts long, eerie shadows that seem to whisper secrets of the past. It starts subtly, almost unnoticeable. A chill in the air, a flicker of lights, the feeling of being watched. A picture frame hanging askew, a glass inexplicably falling from the counter. These small incidents are easy to dismiss, but they leave an unsettling feeling. At first, they brush it off as accidents. But then things escalate. The once cozy home now feels like a trap, with every creak and groan of the house amplifying their fear. Doors slam shut on their own with a force that shakes the walls. The sound reverberates through the house, leaving the family on edge. Footsteps echo through the empty halls in the dead of night. Each step is deliberate, as if someone or something is pacing, waiting. The family huddles together, their hearts pounding. They try to find comfort in each other, but the fear is palpable, almost suffocating. They try to rationalize, but deep down, a chilling truth dawns on them. They are not alone. The house has a dark history, one that is now coming to light. The entity targets their young daughter, Emily. She becomes the focal point of the haunting, her innocence seemingly attracting the malevolent spirit. Her toys move around the room as if guided by an unseen hand. Dolls turn their heads and toy cars roll across the floor on their own. One night her teddy bear begins to levitate. It floats in the air, spinning slowly as if mocking the family's helplessness. The family watches in horror as the bear dances in midair. Terror grips their hearts and they realize they are dealing with something beyond their understanding. They consult with paranormal investigators, desperate for answers. The investigators arrive with equipment ready to uncover the truth. The investigators capture chilling evidence, cold spots, disembodied voices, and objects moving with impossible speed. The house is alive with paranormal activity. The family faces an impossible choice: stay and fight or flee. The decision weighs heavily on them as they consider the safety of their children. They decide to fight back. They refuse to let the entity drive them from their home. Determined to reclaim their sanctuary, they call in a renowned paranormal expert. His reputation precedes him and they place their hopes in his hands. He performs a cleansing ritual, attempting to banish the entity. The air is thick with tension as he chants, the family watching with bated breath. The house falls silent, the air feels lighter. For the first time in weeks, the family breathes a sigh of relief. The family dares to hope the nightmare is over. They begin to rebuild their lives, cautiously optimistic that the worst is behind them. 1 week later, the terror returns with a vengeance. The house is once again filled with an oppressive presence, more malevolent than before. Emily disappears, found in the attic, whispering about unseen hands. Her words send chills down their spines as they realize the entity is far from gone. Our next story takes us to a bustling city where history and horror collide within an ancient building. This building, shrouded in mystery and legend, has stood for centuries, witnessing the rise and fall of countless generations. Whispers of strange occurrences have circulated among the locals. Tales of ghostly apparitions and eerie sounds have become part of the city's folklore, passed down through generations. The building, once a majestic hotel, now stands as a crumbling testament to time and unseen forces. Its grand halls and opulent rooms have long since fallen into disrepair, leaving behind an eerie silence that speaks volumes. A fire claimed countless lives, leaving a scar on the building and reality itself. The flames consumed not just the structure, but also the hopes and dreams of those who once called it home. Those who venture within speak of cold spots and disembodied whispers. The temperature drops suddenly, sending shivers down the spine of even the bravest souls. Security guards report seeing shadowy figures that vanish when approached. These figures, often seen out of the corner of one's eye, seem to be watching, waiting. Objects move inexplicably, furniture rearranging itself overnight. Chairs are found in different positions and tables are mysteriously overturned, as if an unseen force is at play. Paranormal investigators are drawn to the building's dark allure. They come equipped with the latest technology, hoping to capture evidence of the supernatural. Among them is Sarah, eager to make her mark on paranormal research. Her enthusiasm is palpable, driven by a desire to uncover the truth behind the legends. She approaches the investigation with excitement and trepidation. The unknown both thrills and terrifies her as she steps into the darkness. The air is thick with history and unseen eyes watching their every move. Every creak of the floorboards and rustle of the wind seems to carry a hidden message. EVP recordings capture chilling sounds of children's laughter. These ghostly giggles echo through the empty halls, a haunting reminder of the past. Cameras capture fleeting glimpses of spectral figures. These apparitions appear for just a moment, leaving behind a sense of unease and wonder. Sarah becomes fixated on the building's history. She spends hours poring over old documents, piecing together the tragic events that unfolded within its walls. She discovers a tale of forbidden love and a fire that may not have been an accident. The letters, charred and fragile, tell a story of passion and betrayal. The entity haunting the building craves recognition. It seeks to be acknowledged, to have its story told. One night, Sarah feels an icy hand grip her shoulder. The touch is cold and unyielding, sending a jolt of fear through her body. Terror courses through her veins as she spins around, revealing nothing. The room is empty, yet the presence lingers, unseen but felt. The unseen entity is toying with her. It delights in her fear, feeding off her terror. Desperate to escape, Sarah races towards the exit. Her heart pounds in her chest as she navigates the dark, twisting corridors. She feels a cold breath on her neck, a whisper of her name. The voice is soft, almost tender, yet it chills her to the bone. She stumbles out into the night, forever changed by her encounter. The experience has left an indelible mark on her soul. The building stands as a chilling reminder that some secrets are best left buried. Its dark silhouette looms over the city, a testament to the unknown. And some doors should never be opened. The mysteries within are best left undisturbed, for the sake of those who dare to enter. Chapter 3. The Terrifying Personal Encounter. Our final story tonight hits close to home, a terrifying personal encounter that will leave you questioning the safety of your own home. Jessica recounts her experience with a sense of dread that still lingers in her voice. She was home alone during a thunderstorm, the kind that makes the walls shake and the lights flicker. To distract herself from the storm, she sought solace in preparing dinner, hoping the mundane task would calm her nerves. But as she chopped vegetables, a cold draft swept through the room, a sudden chill emanating from the walls as if the house itself was exhaling. The temperature dropped abruptly, sending a shiver down her spine and causing goosebumps to rise on her skin. Without warning, a glass on the counter shattered, exploding into pieces as if struck by an invisible force. Jessica jumped back, her heart pounding in her chest, her mind racing to find a logical explanation. She was alone, with no logical explanation for the shattered glass, the eerie silence amplifying her fear. The hair on the back of her neck stood on end, a primal response to the unseen danger she felt closing in. She felt a presence, something unseen watching her every move, the air thick with an unspoken threat. Fear coiled in her stomach. a tight knot that made it hard to breathe, her body reacting to the invisible menace. A wave of dizziness washed over her, her vision blurring as if the room itself was spinning. She reached out for support, grasping only air, her panic surging as she realized there was nothing to hold on to. She tried to call out for help, but her voice caught in her throat, the words strangled by her fear. The room grew darker, shadows stretching and contorting into grotesque shapes that seemed to reach for her. She felt a cold hand close around her wrist, the touch icy and unyielding, sending a jolt of terror through her. A blood-curdling scream escaped her lips as she was dragged backwards, her feet scraping against the floor. She thrashed against the unseen force, her body twisting and turning in a desperate attempt to break free. Her terror reached a fever pitch, her mind teetering on the edge of madness. Then it stopped. The room was still, the air no longer charged with dread, the oppressive presence gone as suddenly as it had appeared. Jessica lay crumpled on the floor, trembling uncontrollably, her body racked with sobs. She stumbled to her feet, her legs weak and unsteady, her mind struggling to process what had just happened. She fumbled for her phone, her hands shaking so badly she could barely dial the number for help. She needed to escape the apartment. The walls that had once been her sanctuary now felt like a prison. She ran to a nearby all-night diner. The bright lights and bustling noise, a stark contrast to the oppressive silence of her home. Days turned into weeks, and Jessica struggled to come to terms with her experience, the memory haunting her every waking moment. Her story serves as a chilling reminder that the line between our world and the supernatural is thin, and sometimes it is crossed when we least expect it. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of darkness. We've explored the chilling tales of poltergeists, those unseen forces that move objects in plain sight. If you enjoyed these terrifying tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling stories. The shadows hold countless secrets, and we're here to shed light on the darkest corners of the supernatural. Share your own ghostly encounters in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and beware of the unseen forces, because you never know when they might be watching.